I'm working since 18 months for Facton. I'm having the role of general manager, and my role is to, of course, ensure that we have a profitable company and that we enable growth. But it's also very important to me that I ensure that we have a very good company culture and the spirit within the organization, that we also kind of have a family style to actually achieve our goals. In terms of Juniper, I'm very happy that we are actually part of the Juniper Group. Today we have like a growth summit, what actually sums up a lot of what is Juniper about. And what I learned today is that the Juniper Group has its own core values. And what was the most important takeaway for me, that those core values are actually matching with our company as well. So we are also entrepreneurial, we are also very customer focused and other things. And this is great to see that we were not working together on those values, but by heart we are matching those values, and it's a great overlay. So this is, from my perspective, actually a perfect example why we are really a perfect, or why Juniper Group is perfectly matching to us. What I think is important, and this is Juniper Group, but it's also the CSI way of how CSI is doing business. And one of the fundamentals is that each individual business unit is actually solely responsible for growing and driving the business. So the responsibility is actually pushed down to the lowest level, and that enables us to come up with ideas, to drive our ideas, and to actually build the strategy that we think is the right strategy for our vertical software market segment. Right? What Juniper provides is basically a framework of KPIs that every company needs to inherit. But it's basic KPIs. And on top of those KPIs, what I value very much, and what we can also discuss a little bit more in depth, is that beyond the tracking of those KPIs, it's actually a lot of coaching and supporting and best practice sharing, that enables us to grow even further. What motivates us the most is basically that we do have all levers at our hand to shape our future and shape our company. Because in the end, I'm a true believer that what we do is driven actually by the skills, the motivation and the passion of our employees. And that being said, is the best way to motivate an organization if they can actually shape their own future. And this is what we do, and this is what Juniper supports with the setup, with the build, and actually also with all those venues, summits, exchanges, best practice workshops, etc. So I already talked about how valuable those sessions are, where we meet with other business units, where we share best practices, where we talk about how other companies do marketing, sales, customer care, all those important things that we always have to manage on a day-to-day basis, right? But it's beyond these platforms. There's also kind of a true coaching, and I've experienced such a coaching by myself. So, and this was a great addition for me, because one of our strategic decisions that we took like mid of last year was to invest into sales. To invest into sales, our biggest strategic measure actually was to find somebody who is able to implement such an initiative. So we were basically looking for a VP sales. And beside of this, we had to build a concept of what are the core things we want to achieve, and those match like are the capabilities of that VP that we are looking for. Will he be able to actually implement the concept? And this was kind of a 9-month journey, and Ray Alabam from Juniper Group actually supported the whole process, including personal involvement into the interviewing process, finding the right guy, challenging the concept, the ideas we had, And yeah, here we are. We have a plan how to actually change the organization. We have a VP of sales that we are very happy with. And this is one of those examples where we truly got like first-hand support from a group, from the group level, with real expertise that we wouldn't have in the BU ourselves.